Hello students, today our topic is types of software. What is software? The untouchable part of our computer is known as software. Means we are unable to touch the particular thing. If we want to compare our software with our human body, so our software is like our human mind. Means mind is the untouchable part. Similarly, the untouchable part of computer is known as software. But our mind control our whole body. Similarly, the software control the whole computer system. Now, we can see the types of software. System software and application software. System software means the particular software is used to control the whole computer system. It's known as system software. First of all, operating system, programming language and utility softwares are considered as a system software. We can classify our system software into the three different categories: operating system, programming languages and utility softwares. So what is operating system? Operating system is a matrix of computer. Means all the hardware peripherals are attached with our computer are controlled by the operating system. The several types of operating systems are found in our computer world. The earlier operating system is DOS operating system. Now we are talking about the Windows operating system. We can see the Linux, we can see the Ubuntu, we can see the Android operating system with our computer system. So several types of operating systems are found. Actually, the operating systems is control the whole computer hardware and also control the other different types of softwares. So now we see the different types of operating system. First, single user operating system. Single user operating system means only one user can use the particular operating system. It is used for a standalone PC, and these types of operating systems is considered as a single user operating system. Next, example of the single user operating system is DIX operating system, DOS. We can also talking about the Windows operating system. It is also the single user operating system. Then next one is the multiple user operating system. Means these types of operating systems actually used for the computer network, where the multiple PCs are attached together and simultaneously we are using the different PCs or multiple PCs, and the multiple PCs actually controlled by the multi-user operating system. So several users can use at a time in the particular system, and as well as the operating system also provide the services to all of the users which are attached in a particular network. These types of operating system sometimes are known as a networking operating system. The example of the networking operating system is Windows NT, Windows 2003 Server Edition, etc. etc. Multitasking operating system. Multitasking operating system means that particular operating system can perform the different types of tasks at a time. That is known as a multitasking operating system. Multitasking operating systems, examples of the multitasking operating system is Unix, Linux, etc. Then embedded operating system. This embedded operating system is used for a particular device only. It may be a mobile, it may be a computer, it may be a laptop, it may be a different types of electronics gadget, that particular operating system is used for that particular operations only. Next, we are talking about the real-time operating system. Real-time operating system is actually used in for a particular machines, factories, etc., etc. Now, how the operating systems is actually work over here? You have to see the operating system architecture. It has the four different levels: user level, application level, operating system, and hardware. First of all, in our previous classes, we are discussing about the hardware peripherals, then the operating system, then next level is the application level, and this is the user level. Actually, hardware level is the core level, and outermost level is the user level. User operate or user giving some instruction to the computer by some applications, and applications actually work, or application software is actually work on the operating system software, and operating system software giving the instruction to the hardware, and hardware process the particular outputs, and after processing the particular outputs, these outputs have been shown through the application software to user. So in this way, the total cycle has been completed. The four different segments: user, application, operating system, and hardware. Okay. Now we are talking about the utility softwares. What is utility softwares? The several types of utility softwares are found in our computer worlds, like device driver, also considered as a utility softwares. Several types of devices we are attached with our computer. The driver softwares over there, and driver softwares work on a particular device and actually control the particular device which we want to attach with our computer. Then the several types of antiviruses, also considered as the utility softwares. We know the computers attacks by the different types of computer viruses, and antiviruses actually prevent our computer. It is considered as a utility software. Besides the antiviruses, we can also see the several types of utility software, like the disk defragment, which is found in a Windows operating system. We also consider about the different types of utility software, like disk cleanup tools, etc., etc. All are the utility softwares. So utility softwares is used for a particular utility purpose. So system software actually classified into the three different categories. Again, I am talking about the operating system, utility software, and last one is our programming languages. What is language? Language is a communicative medium. Through the language, we can talk to each other. We may be talk in English, we may be talk in Hindi, we may be talk in Bengali, etc., etc. So all are the languages actually make a bridge between two person or one or more person. Similarly, when you want to talk with our computers, we have to require some languages which make a communication between computer and us. So we can classify our languages into the several segment or category. It may be the machine language, it may be the high level language, it may be the assembly language, etc., etc. So when you are talking about the machine language, computer, we know it very well. Computer understand only the 0 and 1, means computer is converted all those things into 0 and 1 method, that is known as a binary method. So computer work on a binary methods, and computer know only the machine language. So when you talking about in a high level language, means our language, computer unable to understand. So here the two different softwares or two different things actually present over there. One is known as the compiler and another is known as the interpreter. In case of interpreter, interpreter actually interprets line by line. Means high level language is converted into low level language line by line through the interpreter. A compiler do the particular thing at a time. Means after completing all the session, compiler complete high level to low level, again low level to high level. So in this way, interpreter and compiler works over there. So several types of interpreters and compilers are found. Several types of languages are found. In case of high level language, we know the C, Java, and now in our syllabus is Python. So all are considered as a high level language. So in that particular situations, so one interpreter and some compilers also present over there to convert high level to low level and low level to high level. So one question arises over there, what is the difference between interpreter and compiler? So interpreter interpret line by line and compiler compile at a time after completing a particular code or after completing the particular job. Compiler do the particular thing at a time. Now we are talking about the application softwares. What is the application softwares? Several types of application softwares found in our markets. Application softwares may be the customized. Application software may be the customized or tailor-made. Application software may be the proprietary softwares. Application softwares works the different types of jobs. It works like a desktop publishing. We are using several types of applications for database purpose. We are also use the application software in banking, payroll system. We can also use the application software for word editing, or we can also use the several types of application software for picture editing, video editing, etc. etc. So all application softwares, we can categorize our application softwares in open source softwares and proprietary softwares. Open source software means that particular softwares we are getting in free of cost or open source, and the proprietary software means we have to pay for the particular use of the applications. Now we are using the several types of mobile apps in our mobiles. So all are the application software. Some software you have to purchase, and some softwares we are getting free for a particular uses. So in this way, we can use the several types of application software. So examples of the application softwares like that, it may be the Windows Word, Excel, PowerPoints. In case of photo editing, like pictures editing, etc. etc. So several types of application software we are getting in our computer world. So what is the difference between system software and application softwares? System software is a core software. Actually, without the system software, we are unable to run a particular system. So, system software, without system software, we are unable to run a computer. That's why system software is our basic need. And then application software is used for a particular application purpose. It's run on a system software. So without system software, we are unable to run the application software. So application software is used for the secondary purpose, and system software is used for the primary purpose. So that is our main difference between system software and application software. Again, I want to recap it. What is software? Software is a untouchable part of our computer. We can classify our software into the two different categories: system software and application software. Again, we can classify our system software into the three different categories: operating system, programming languages, and intelligent software. The types of operating system: single user, multi-user, multitasking, multiprocessing, embedded, and real time. And this is the computer architecture. In case of computer architecture, operating system architecture, we have to see the outermost layer. User is present in outermost layer. then application software, operating system and hardware. So we can draw like that in a circle. First is the hardware, then operating system, then applications, and then user. So the four layers are present in a operating system architecture: hardware, operating system, app, and user. Thank you, students.